Hello, friends, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to one and all, and welcome back to my new video. Today, we will be making dum biryani in a very simple way by just using some simple homemade masalas. So, let's take a look at all the ingredients which I've already kept them ready. So, here are all these ingredients. Please note again that these ingredients are taken as per the quantity of rice and the quantity of the chicken. Also soak the rice 2 to 3 hours before you start with the biryani process. Now it's already 2.5 hours, so I'll be draining the water, and I've also kept one vessel ready with half filled water for cooking rice. So after soaking, your rice will look something like this. Take a big size container and pour cooking oil in that. 250 grams I have taken oil. Let it heat, and at this point you will add all the tomatoes which we have chopped. Let them cook for some time. Let's take a look at how the tomatoes are cooked. They have not yet cooked properly, so we will again cover it with the lid and we'll give for maybe 2 to 3 minutes. We will just let them cook properly. Now at this point, you have to add the chili and the ginger garlic paste and stir it well. Close the lid and let it cook again for 2 to 3 minutes. If you feel that they have not yet cooked properly, then you can still keep it for 2 to 3 more minutes and let them cook until you see the oil and the tomatoes get separated from each other. Now at this point you have to add all these ingredients, the spices and the salt whole. Now we have the chili, turmeric and the coriander powder. Now we are adding the main biryani masala which we have prepared. I have also given this description of this masala in the description box. You can check how the masala is made. Stir all these masalas, the tomato, ginger garlic paste, everything all together. Cover the lid and let it cook for another 5 more minutes. Note that this you have to cook on low flame, not high flame. Now here, till the masala is getting cooked, we will keep water boiling for the rice. Let the water get boiled. Now here we have all these korma stuff getting ready. Now we have to add water in it. So according to the rice and the chicken, I have used 750 milliliters of water. We need water more because we have to put potatoes, and potatoes take more time to cook than the chicken. So water is required for making korma. Cover the lid and let it cook for 5 to 7 minutes on high flame. Okay, so now we can take a check. Now at this moment we have to add the curd. Stir it well, and note that this curd we are adding for giving a sour taste to the korma or the curry. Now at this point we have to add the potatoes. Potatoes you will have to add first because they take time to cook. So add the potatoes, stir them well, cover the lid and let them cook for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. We can also check it later in between. By the time our potatoes are getting cooked, let us check for our water which we have kept for boiling. Now it is already getting boiled, so at this moment we have to add these particular spices, bay leaves, then star anise and the salt. Cover the lid and let the water get boiled. Now we switch again to our korma part. So here we can take a check for our potatoes. So maybe after 5 to 7 minutes you can take a check whether the potatoes are cooked or no. Okay, so you can take a fork or something pointed and you can see. Okay, so now this potato, I think so they have properly not yet cooked properly. So at this moment you have to add chicken when the potatoes are half boiled, half cooked. So that time you can add chicken in that. and on high flame, cover the lid on a high flame. You have to cook the chicken and the whole of korma. So by the time our chicken and the curry is getting ready, we switch on to our rice part. Drain the water from the rice properly, and here we take a look at the water which we have kept for boiling. Okay, so now the water is properly boiled. So at this moment you have to add the soaked rice into the water. Keep it on high flame, cover the lid, stir it well, cover the lid, and do not cook it for more time. We just have to remove it half cooked. After 5 minutes, you can take a check at the rice. Do not cook it fully, you just have to cook it half, and you can see over here 2-3 lines are there on the rice. So this is how your rice should look. Drain the water completely from the rice. Do not keep it in the water, otherwise it will get more cooked. So drain the water completely from the rice. Now let us check on our curry part. So here it's our curry which is already ready now. So we'll again take a check on the potato. If the potato is cooked, that means even the chicken must be cooked properly. So yeah, here we can see the potato which is already cooked. So our korma is ready. I have added red food color in it. It's completely optional. It's only for giving color to the curry. Now at this moment you have to add the lemons which you have cut into slices. Do not mix them into the curry, just keep it on top. Now add the coriander and the mint leaves. Now the main part is you have to cover the curry with the rice which you have already cooked, half cooked. Add the food color, it's completely optional. Now here comes the very important part, which is pouring of the oil little by little on top of the rice. You have to cover the whole of vessel, and this is a very important part because oil keeps that rice in a whole condition. Otherwise, if oil is not poured, the rice can break when you give dum to the biryani. Now you have to cover the whole vessel with a clean cotton cloth cover it properly and then cover it again with the lid. Cook it on high flame for 5 to 6 minutes and then 25 to 30 minutes on low flame. Now it's already 30 minutes and let's check our rice, how it is cooked. So wow, here it's the rice which looks like this. And the smell is so nice. Now you can take a look at the rice. It's in completely unbroken condition, good condition, and the rice is also properly cooked. The whole biryani is properly cooked, and here is the biryani, dum biryani, which is made with homemade simple masalas, and it is ready to eat. So enjoy. Try this surely at home and let me know how it is in the comment section. Do like the video, comment and share my YouTube channel with your friends and family members. So see you all in the next video. Bye everyone. Take care. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.